China has officially commissioned its third aircraft carrier Fujian, the first carrier in its fleet to feature electromagnetic catapult launch systems. Bangladesh is pressing ahead with plans to install a new air defense radar system at the Lal Monyahat Air Base, located near the Chicken's Neck area, after key components arrived 2 weeks ago. The Indian Army neutralised 2 Pakistani terrorists during an ongoing operation in the Key-Run sector of J&K under Operation Pimple. The National Board for Wildlife has granted approval for 13 critical defence infrastructure projects in Ladakh and Arunachal Pradesh, including ammunition dumps, forward ammunition supply facilities, field workshops and army camps. Bharat Electronics Limited has successfully delivered 100 Akashteer systems to the Indian Army, and is on track to deliver a total of 455 units by 2027. The Defence Acquisition Council will approve the 80 medium transport aircraft proposal by December 2025, paving the way for global bids in early 2026. Hindustan Aeronautics Limited has signed a major agreement with US firm General Electric for 113 F-404 jet engines, and a full support package to power 97 Tejas Mark 1A fighters, with engine deliveries scheduled between 2027 and 2032. India and Armenia are finalizing $3.5 billion defense MOUs covering 6 Akash-NG batteries with 70% tech transfer for localized production, 84 ATAGS system, Excalibur rounds, and SADS counter-drone systems by Zen Technologies. The Indian Air Force is fast-tracking the indigenized variant of 250 km range Rampage missile known as HSLD Mark II, and Bharat Dynamics Limited will sign a $1 billion tech transfer deal with Israel Aerospace Industries to enable 70% localized production within 3 years. HAL Chief has confirmed that key weapon trials for the Tejas Mark 1A are still in progress, delaying the start of full-scale production. He also added that integration of the Astra Mark 1 and Astra short-range missile is nearing completion, with laser-guided bomb and air-to-ground munition tests scheduled for November and December 2025. Hindustan Aeronautics has said that the 2-ton CATS Warrior UCAF prototype with 1,200 km range and 650 kg payload is set to conduct its maiden flight in late 2026, instead of the 2025 target announced last year. The Indian Air Force had formally highlighted to Russian officials that Su-57's exposed rear engine panels severely compromise its stealth, as the issue inflates radar and infrared signatures, and the high heat emissions from the AL-41F1 engines, making the jet far less stealthy than true fifth-generation fighters. Russian officials have said that prototypes have undergone wind tunnel and fire tests at the Gromov Flight Research Institute, demonstrating a 50% infrared reduction without drag penalties, and have assured the Indian Air Force that the fix can be directly integrated into production aircraft without major design changes. A high-level Indian Ministry of Defence delegation has initiated talks with Israel for the local production of the 400 km range air-lower ballistic missile and 500 km range icebreaker cruise missile under full transfer of technology and indigenous manufacturing. Bharat Electronics Limited and Hindustan Aeronautics will lead production once the framework deal is finalized in 2026. Today's top 3 comments.
Omar dropped it.